Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. Welcome to today's Bitcoin news video. I'm Chris, and of course, we talk about Bitcoin, but we also talk, the channel is mostly about you and your family and your prosperity moving forward and using Bitcoin to do that, and also understanding the fiat and government insanity that's happening. That if you don't pay attention to what's happening with fiat currencies, you're going to get wrecked. So anyway, that's why we cover that. But let's get right to the Bitcoin price right now, 64,776. What you're looking at on the screen for those of you watching video, because I do publish this show as an audio podcast as well. But we're looking at the past 4.5 months, and these are daily candles, and you can see today's another red day, but it's okay. We're just hovering in this range. At some point, definitely by the fall at the latest, we're going to definitely make a big move. Probably a lot sooner because the Bitcoin adoption is just going crazy right now. It's off the charts. So, all right, everything's okay with the price. Let's get to some news. Yeah, Benjamin Cowan telling us that Bitcoin is back at its bull market support band. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, this band here during bull runs acts as our support. As you can see here, we touched it. It was support here. Here we came a little bit below it, but eventually it was kind of like support. And then here we touched it, and then here currently we're touching it again. So it's a good sign. I mean, we got to come down to the band. You can see here when we get too far way above the bull market support band, that's, sometimes we just correct for a while, come back to it, and then before we make another explosive move. So all good. Yeah, and today is apparently a national holiday in the US. Banks and stock market are closed. Bitcoin never closes. Wait, why? Okay, there we go. Bitcoin never closes. And every 10 minutes, there's a new block. And every 10 minutes, the block is audited by thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people around the world and computers and everything. It's great. So, yeah, and this, you have to understand this. Everything you thought you knew, everything you thought you knew about economics and Bitcoin is just destroying everything. Like literally, the whole study of economics is changing because of Bitcoin. There was a story I was going to include. It wasn't a story, it was a meme about modern economic theory, and that it's so stupid because you have to pay more taxes to the people who already screwed up the currency. So it's like, we're just going to keep supporting this idiotic system. It's basically a scam. It's not idiotic. For, the globalist authoritarians who are running the banks and everything, it's a very smart system for them. But for us, it's dumb. We're working our life away, giving at least half of what we earn to whoever. And we never seem to be able to get ahead. Well, with Bitcoin, that all changes. Thank goodness. Yeah, and here's a sentiment check, right? From Sound Money. My wife, who blindly DCAs weekly on the Strike app, said on our walk the other day, "Wow, Bitcoin is up a lot. I last checked in January. I'll check again around Christmas." It's that easy, folks. She's better than me, LOL. Yeah, and look, that's a great way to invest in Bitcoin. You don't have to watch it. You just invest, and this is not financial advice, but you just invest and let it ride for 20 years. I mean, it sounds too easy, but that's the correct way. That's one of the correct ways to invest in Bitcoin, is you just let Bitcoin do its thing. Because again, it's different. It's not like other monetary systems or financial instruments, whatever, fiat currencies. It's not like that. Yeah, this is just in. Bitcoin ETFs to be approved at major wirehouses and large private bank platforms in the third quarter or fourth quarter this year, as per Bernstein. Yeah, second wave is coming. So this is more like, to me, it seems like the back end of the financial industry. It's going to take a little longer for Bitcoin to be embedded into the wirehouses and the large private bank platforms. But it's coming, and guess what's going to happen when that happens? Don't sell. My goodness. Imagine people who are selling now or ever. Why would you sell? You just don't sell. That's it. That's the secret to success. All right. Now here's in terms of adoption. Musket is telling us yesterday, 9 businesses, 2 in the Tooting market and 2 local restaurants, decided to step up their payment game and accept Bitcoin for their fine products. From chicken shawarmas and Indian pale ales to classic vinyl records, 9 businesses. Is that a new orange pilling record for one single day? Yeah, and kudos to Ashley Giles and those who were there last night to cap off a remarkable day of moving honest businesses into honest money. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, this is happening all over the world, but businesses are incorporating Bitcoin. It's not hard to do, and more it's going to happen, so it's wonderful. Yeah, it's just wonderful. Wonderful adoption. Now here, in terms of global news, the German government has transferred approximately 6,500 Bitcoin to exchanges. That's $438 million worth of Bitcoin currently. And these Bitcoin were seized from operators of the film piracy website movie2k.to. Yeah, and so, all right, this is seized Bitcoin, but what is Germany doing putting it on an exchange? Usually that's when people sell, right? When you're ready to sell, you transfer it from your own hardware wallet to an exchange, and then you sell it. So are they selling it? We don't know, but anyway, we'll see. I'm sure, because, look, even this image here, it shows the transfer. And so we can actually watch this, right? Like we can kind of see what happens to the Bitcoin in that wallet. We can actually monitor that. So that's interesting. All right, if you'd like to subscribe, please do. And let's get into some fiat government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues for the most part. Yeah, Fred Ursum says, over 2 billion people have experienced an average fiat devaluation of 45% over the last 4 years. And this is from Anthony Gosen. Yeah, these people need alternatives. And so, yeah, these are the countries where their fiat currency has lost at least 45% over the last 4 years. Nigeria, Turkey, India. This is insane, right? Which one here? This is at the bottom. Is this Turkey? I mean, literally, it's gone down like 90-something%. So yeah, so fiat currencies are losing their value. This is not a surprise. This is what happens when you print a lot of money. The money becomes more and more worthless. The bad thing for you and I is if we have money in the bank, if you have money in the bank that's just sitting there, it's literally losing value every minute. They call this the melting ice cube, where inflation is just melting your dollars. That's why people are buying Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not melting away, right? It's doing the opposite, actually. So yeah, and here now you can see Americans now spend more on taxes than food and clothing combined. Yeah, taxation is theft. So yeah, this is taxes. The average person pays, $10,000 in taxes every year, I guess. Food and clothing combined is like, let's say $9,000. Food is like, $7,000, and clothing is almost $2,000. So yeah, this is great. Yeah. And good thing our taxes are being put to good use. Thank God. All right, that's a joke. A little dry humor. All right, now here, this is very interesting government nonsense. I don't know if you knew this. Did you know this? Let me know in the comments. Obama made it legal for the media to purposely lie to the American people. In 2012, he signed H.R. 4310, which allowed propaganda to be used on U.S. citizens by its own government, essentially repealing the Smith-Mundt Act of 1948, which banned the use of domestic propaganda. So this is really interesting because, okay, so this is a fact, but it's interesting because it seems like around this time or after 2012, especially like 2015 when Trump came into the picture. By 2015, all the media was clown world. It still is. And this explains it. This explains it. Because apparently they can just say whatever they want. They can lie. And they do lie. So keep in mind this is happening. And this isn't left or right. This isn't Fox News versus CNN. It's all garbage. They're all garbage. I tell my mom this all the time. It's all garbage. It's not like one is better than the other. Same thing with politicians. It's like the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It's all garbage. All of it. Down to each person. Garbage, 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 garbage. They're all garbage. Except maybe a weird handful of Republicans who are just based people, but I don't know. I don't even know about that, honestly. But I know it's hard if you get elected to Congress or the House and you go to Washington. It's hard to be a rebel when you get there because they almost make it impossible to do that, to actually challenge the system. It's hard. So anyway, that was my little rant. Did you like it? All right. Well, this is Whitney Webb here commenting, and then I'll read Walker's response. Whitney Webb says, election years suck because otherwise smart people forget it's a uniparty and what the stakes are. Oligarchs fund both parties. They're gearing up to steal everybody else's wealth to impose tech-powered neo-feudalism. Both candidates showed you who they are and showed you they are stooges when in office. Yeah, and Walker comments on that, says, there is no red, there is no blue, there is the state, and there is you. And that is true. Oh!
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby, come on. Yeah, so this is what's happening, and that's what's happening. And this little AI news, I've been getting really looking deeper into AI recently because it's becoming such a huge part of our world, our culture. Just in, former OpenAI co-founder and chief scientist Ilya Sutskever launches new AI startup. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's going to be. Apparently, he says, I'm starting a new company, and it's SSI Inc. And he posts, superintelligence is within reach. Building safe superintelligence, SSI, is the most important technical problem of our time. So the question is this guy, Ilya Sutskever, is he for real? Is he really trying to build a safe AI? Or is he just going to do what OpenAI did, which they started? I don't know if you know this. OpenAI, they were all public, open source. Everything's public and open source. All the code is open source. You can look at it. You can audit the code yourself, all that. And then at some point, you know what? We're a private company and we're not open source anymore. And we're not going to tell people what we're doing under the hood. So that's what OpenAI did. And now OpenAI, as I reported a few days ago, they have a former NSA guy on their board. The guy was with the NSA like 2-3 months ago, and he left the NSA, and now he's on OpenAI's board. Oh, come on. This is how the government gets embedded into these companies, and so they can steer the ship. And what that means is they're going to steal all your data. They're going to censor you, and they're going to steal more of your freedoms and liberties at OpenAI. So we'll see what this guy does with SSI. We'll see. What do you think? Can we trust this? I don't know. We'll find out what it is as the days and weeks move on. Yeah, or Aubrey Strobel says 2025 is in 6 months. Yeah, that's just wild, right? What? 2025? 2020. Oh yeah, here's the meme. 2020, you blink your eyes and it's 2025. Yeah, right? What happened? That's amazing. All right, now for a second thought, he thought this was two people. What do you see in this picture? What do you see? Comment below. Is that a guy leaning back and his girlfriend leaning forward with her head on the... Yeah, is it? Or is it one person? Anyway, what do you see? All right, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Everything is here, including this link at the very top. It says join our locals community. Click that, come over, join our locals. It's free. This is our community. I make exclusive posts here from time to time. It's pretty awesome. We're still getting started over here, so. But yeah, that's today's Bitcoin news video. Please subscribe to the channel and follow the channel on Rumble. Join our locals. I appreciate all you guys watching and commenting. I really do. All the best to you. Enjoy your Wednesday. A lot of people have off today. There's also a lot of nonsense happening, which is weird, but it's okay. I'll see you tomorrow with tomorrow's Bitcoin news video. All right.